Hello, welcome to this new small video. This is a tutorial video. Well, in fact, it's dedicated to how to capture signal, SPI signal from a basic toy. So I choose this model of Moontop. This is the M916. Well, basically, the idea of this video is how to capture SPI data in order to give this information to the gurus of DeviationTX and for protocol hacking. So the only tools you will need is basically this kind of device, which is a clone of the SLA logical analyzer. 8 channel is enough because you will need only 5 of them. And well, basically, and some Dupont wires, so either some female to female or male to female is not really important. So you will also need soldering stations in order to solder your wire into the daughter radio frequency chip. Okay, so I will give links of material in this video. Okay, so the first step is to disassemble the actual radio and to start the soldering job. So you will need to solder 5 wires in the radio frequency chips. As far as I know, for this one it's an XN297, now more or less compatible with the NRF2401. Okay, so I will start the first step, disassembling the radio. Okay, I disassembled the radio, so access to the main board, and as you can see, the RF chip is located here. Okay, it's a daughter board, and wow, how it will be possible to access to it? It will be here. You can find the 6 pins here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. So basically, you will only need 5 of them, which are the ground, MOSI, MISO, the clock SC key, and the validation SCN. So you have 8. Probably you will find a VDD at 3.3 volts somewhere, and some CA pins, which are not necessary, and another one. So the first thing I will do is to, for example, to use the digital multimeters and to localize the ground, which is very important. Okay, so how to proceed? You have to use your digital multimeters in the conductivity mode. So I will install the digital multimeters like this, and well, install it in conductivity mode, so you will have a buzz. Okay, like this, and check put the wire on the ground here. Okay, and check which pad is the ground. One of them should be the ground. Okay, so this is the second from the left. Okay. Okay, after determining where it was the ground, so in this pad, I will try to see where is the plus 3.3 volt, the VDD. Okay, and probably this here is also at 3.3 volts. So I install some batteries and the remote, and I will start the radio. And now I will be in voltage measurement. So I say the ground was the second pad, so now I will install the ground on this second pad, and we made more install. Yeah, I hope you can read more. Yes, something like this. So yes, now it's more visible. So okay, it's close to 0, close to 202. Okay, on the this one 2 volt 10, close to 0, 1.28. I guess The top are MISO and MOSI respectively. And this one 1.88 0. Okay, so VDD is on the top. You have 3.3 volts. Okay. So main probably the VDD is here, and I guess the CA is here. And well, I expected to have MOSI or MISO on the top row. Okay, so to make short, okay, so I will continue measure to determine where it was. So I will solder at least ground and on the top 4 pads. Okay, I determine all the voltage versus the reference of the ground. So I measure 1.28 volt on the top pad, 2.10 here, 1.8 and this one, 2.10 here, 0.7 here, and almost 0 to this pad. So I will at least solder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and maybe 7 cable, okay, to be sure to have everything. But you have to know that only 5 versus this 8 are useful for to capture SPI data. Okay, so basically you will use some DuPont wire, so usually you will need to buy some. It's very useful for do-it-yourself project. So I've got some female to male. I will cut them in 2 parts. Each of them I will keep the nominal length. Okay, I've got 7 of them, so the black will be the ground, and I will solder directly on the pad there. And after I will be able to use directly my logical analyzer. So the first is to cut this length and to prepare for the soldering job. So as you can see, I'm starting to prepare the wire to be soldered. So I will remove the connector part. Okay, twist a bit the extremity, and I will apply some solder on it. Okay, 3 or more to do. Okay, so when it's done, after you have to apply some solder and prepare the also the RF daughter board with some this kind of flux. It's helping to make your soldering job more easy. Okay, it's very basic, but if you never process. Okay, so now it's done. My soldering is hot. I guess now I will clean a bit the tips. Well, I will hold with the third. Just apply a basic one. Okay, I hope you can see. Okay, now it's prepared, and you are doing like this for the 5 other. Okay, now my 7 wires are prepared to solder, so now there I will say the more delicate job is to do. You have to solder. So I will apply some flux before, well, if I can. So just an element of this project helps to decrease the and it came a lot. So just apply in the in this part, just a few. It will help for the soldering job. Okay. Anyway, so I will start, for example, with the wires. So I have my paper just in front of me. So I have to install it here. So take care. And voila. So now I will continue. For example, we start from the up. So I will take the color. For example, the red will be the, in my measurement, the highest voltage, just to nomenclature. Okay. So thanks to this flux, is not so hard. I've gotten the orange below, so maybe it will be a little bit more tricky. So okay, but this board is not so hard. It can be much more delicate to solder. Okay, and well, I have 0.68, so I will use this this blue. Okay, I will take the blue. Oh, this one is not fantastic job. Okay, I will insert some. Okay, clean a bit. So start to be the more delicate part when you have all the have to clean a bit the tip. Okay, it's done. I will take this brown through the completely on the last point. So of course, after a soldering job, you have to check if there are any conductivity, so to be sure there are not sharp cuts. And well, only two last. The two on the top, so I will use the yellow on top of this one. Okay, and I will use a green. As you can see, thanks to this flux, it's much more easier. It's well, and clean the tip a bit, and the last. Okay, so it's done. I will check now the conductivity. Okay, there is no shortcuts. So I am in conductivity mode and try to see if no between pairs. Okay, more the central one, for example. No. seems not. So the job is done. So I will check with the magnifiers, and then after I will lock gently the remote in order to start the merger with the silhouette analysis. So it was the main difficult part. Okay, I also advise before to close the remote to install some electrical tape on the wires to decrease the constraint, mechanical constraint on the wires, and also to note on your papers. So I say this one was yellow, this one was green, it's black, of course. This is brown, blue, orange, and red, like this. Okay, so when the remote will be closed, it's hard to know which one it was, to identify more easily. So I will reassemble gently the radio. Well, in fact, I will install only 2 screws versus the 4 need to completely, well, maybe I will have the third one, to completely reassemble. I won't, of course, tie it until maximum, because I need some flexibility, because there's a wire going, but I hope it will be okay. So okay, the remote is here, so I will now be able to install on the Solway, the logical analyzer. Okay, so it's the software part of the SPI protocol hacking. Okay, let's go to the software. First, you have to run the Solway version logical analyzer, the version software 1.1.15. Okay, don't take the 16 or the beta version. So we are working with this version in the DeviationTX community. So first you have to add the as analyzer and SPI1. So you have to click on the small plus in the SPI and go to the and click here on SPI here. So you will add a specific analyzer to sniff from the SPI data. Okay, so it will be better. So when it's added, you have this one. You click on it and you go to parameters and for example go to edit settings, and you will find that the first channel is MOSI, and the second is MISO, and the second is clock, and the third is enable. For example, you save, leave these other parameters. Okay, it's done. Now you have to plug. So first things you will have to for sure to, well, I will remove this actual one, and on the SPI logical analyzer you can see that well, the channel here, so this one, the pin is the ground. So or this one, you can either this one or this one. So it means that you have to plug on the remote, you have to plug this one like this. Okay, so now you have at least the ground is plugged, and after you have to follow your wiring. So well, I'm not completely sure, but I guess the two on top, the yellow and the red, was the MOSI and MISO. So I don't know, I will start with let's say that the yellow is MISO. So we go on channel 1, yes, according to my actual, and the this one is MISO. Okay, it's plugged, and actually I don't know exactly, or I don't know exactly. So I plug the MISO, the red on channel 2, and the yellow on channel 1. Okay, I don't know for other. I need the clock. I guess it's maybe the blue line. I will check that. So the blue should be on my, according to my software, the clock should be channel 1, 2, 3. So channel 3 here. Channel 3. Okay, and I got a new wrench, I guess. Well, and I need enable. Enable. I don't know exactly. Could be the green or the brown. Okay, I will try maybe with the brown. I don't know yet. So I have to check that. I will show how to identify. Okay, so I will make this first try. Plug the USB. Oh. Okay, so two red. 2 dots is not bad, usually it's like this, and I will run, well, just a few samples. Okay, just collect, you have to press here to select the number of samples to collect. So let's say, I will say 50 millions, and I will start the remote and start here. Okay, it's sampling. I will see if, wow, amazing. Maybe I found for the first immediately. Maybe I'm lucky, but seems not bad. Yes, I think I already found. Yeah, so I'm lucky the first. So here is the clock and the decoding of the sequence on MOSI and MISO. So okay, I will so now collect the information TX. I will show in different configuration of the stick movement. Okay, before to capture the different combination of stick movement, I advise to remove props of your quadcopter. So because you will have to, for example, to capture the binding procedure. So in order to avoid any accident, you have to remove everything. It's more safe. Okay, so be sure to not forget that. And well, okay, so do it, be sure of it. Okay, the first things to capture is just the when you turn on the remote. So you will have to collect, for example, 100 millions of sample. Just turn on the remote, start, and it's collecting, just like this. Just, you don't need a lot of something like, and you can stop. Oh. Okay, so when it's done, you turn off the remote, and while you can see the 5 channels are done. And what you have to do is to save the session. So you go to option there on the you go to session there, option there, and you will save session and settings and data. Okay, and you will go to your directory. So this is a moon top, and I will call it just TX on and quad off. Okay, so now I will do another one. I will now capture the bind sequence. So turn on the quadcopter. Okay, and I will start recording on the quadcopter. Okay, as you can see, it's working. So I capture the binding procedure like this. So I will also stop everything and save again the data. So option, save session, and save settings and data, and I will call it quad on takes on and arming, like this. Okay, so you have some data. I hope it's more or less okay. You have you get some value there. Yes, you have different values everywhere. So I hope it seems to be okay. So now I will continue on the, for example, to capture the first thing is, I think, well, one of the most important is to capture the throttle values. So I will apply for example, I will arm the quadcopter, go to the maximum speed mode. Okay, I will press the speed button behind. So I guess there are 3 speed modes, and I will apply full throttle. Okay, return, and after full rudder left and right rudder left. So since it's a little bit long, I will record more sample. Let's say the 250 millions of sample. Okay, so I will do on the quadcopter, turn on the quadcopter. Okay, so you're ready to press on okay, and start recording, arming. Okay. Oh, sorry. Press the speed mode. 3 beep. Full regular. And redo the same. Okay. I hope I will be okay. Maybe I will redo the stuff. So when you turn off the quadcopter, the remote, the quadcopter will wait again a binding. So I will do it. So don't forget to. I will maybe record 5 millions of sample, maybe more easier. So ready to start. Okay. Arming, go speed. Okay. Okay. Forward there. Now we do the right stick. Up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, and it should be now captured. Okay. So I will turn off the transmitter. I will save this data by okay, quad on, ticks on arming. Then I will say expert mode, then left stick up, then down, then left, then right stick up, then down, then left, then right. Okay, it's a bit long, but it's more or less understandable, I hope. So you capture everything. You will be able to find the extreme values of the dynamics of the sticks. Okay, I will continue by sampling now the button function. So the flipping, the camera, and also trim. Okay, so I will turn on the quadcopter. Okay, I will capture again 500 millions of sample. Okay, arm. Okay, go to speed mode. And now we press the right stick to indicate a flip. I will press again. Okay. Okay. Now the camera button. Okay. I will press again to turn off. The pictures. Okay. Press again. Okay. So I think I did everything for the extra function. Oops. So I will turn off everything and save the data. Okay, so it was quad on, arming, expert mode, then flip button. Camera on, camera off, photo on, photo on again. Okay, I will save that. And well, what to capture? I think the trim. So you have to go to the extreme value of the trims. So sometimes it can be a little bit hard, but anyway, it's important to capture trim button the values. So I will again turn on the quadcopter. Okay, be sure to start. Okay, bind, arm, go to speed mode. Okay, and click. Okay, it's over. You hear the central position. Okay, so I capture more or less the deviation of the right sticks. I will now save these settings. So maybe this one. Quad on takes on arming, expert mode, then right stick, right trim button, then left trim. Okay, I will do the same now for the up, forward and backward. Okay, so I will turn on the quadcopter. Ready, press ready to be true. Okay, arm. Okay, up. Okay, down. Okay. 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 I didn't finish, but I was not so far. So I record also this station. Turn off, and I will save that as blah blah blah. Okay, instead of right trim, I will say forward trim, and then backward trim. Save. So I've got the most important capture of the display data of the remote. I hope it helped some people. I hope I didn't forget something. Maybe I will add something more.